Here's a little example of prairie architecture. This painting is done now. It's on a 16 by 20 inch canvas. You may have noticed when I first sketched it or scratched it in, I was going to have this roof line sort of carry on and be one building. I decided to push this one back and make it, or this end of it back, make it into a second structure. This as well, it's attached to this building, but it is set back a little bit. I really wanted this to stand out prominently. So we have sort of this, the arch of the roof lines, and we have the crown of this little hill that this is sitting on. I wanted to counter that with a dip in the sky. So you have these 2 points coming together. Yeah, I love those old sheds on the prairies. They last for a long time. They live in an arid climate, and that's really why they last for many years. And have served, who knows how many purposes to the different landowners over the years. Alright, well, let's get to the colors then. My sky is really pretty much cobalt blue, raw umber, and titanium white. However, in some areas I've added a little bit of yellow ochre to warm it up, and in a couple of spots I've just added just a hint of alizarin crimson to give it a bit of a purple slant. Very subtle changes though. This white is not pure white, there's a little raw umber in there, and there's actually a bit of yellow ochre as well to warm it up. Yeah, it's pretty basic, the colors in the sky. It's really a matter of changing the amount of each pigment that you put into each brush stroke to give some variety. And this distant field here, now you can see a distant farm over there. But on this field behind here, that is ultramarine blue, raw umber, yellow ochre, and that's about it. This warm roof here is yellow ochre, cad yellow light, and a bit of ultramarine blue. This is ultramarine blue and yellow ochre, heavy on the ultramarine blue. This little small roof here. This side shed, the front wall, is pretty much only burnt sienna, a little bit of alizarin crimson now and then, and white. This is raw umber and alizarin crimson and white. Just this fascia board here. Sort of a gentle pink. The shadow on the red wall, quinacridone magenta, alizarin crimson, white, hints of yellow ochre. Where the light is catching these walls, alizarin crimson, cad red medium, and I've added some cad yellow pale and cad yellow medium to certain strokes as well, and even some white in areas, just to try to get that to pop out a little more. In the darker areas, in the shade, or in the shadows, looking into the building a little bit, these are all ultramarine blue and raw umber, these areas, in the darkest parts. Where you can see some of the studding on the back wall, that's raw umber, little bit of yellow ochre, and some white. And then this, what would that be? A bit of a water trough or a bench? I mean, who knows what all these shapes are or what function they performed. But you can see a variety of, I've gone from blue to a little shot of purple there, a little bit of raw umber there, and white, just to keep the variety there. This grass, same color selection as the roof here, but I've backed off on the ultramarine blue and gone in with a little more cad yellow pale. Here I've gone to this, you know, it's more in the shade here. This is again same colors as here, but I've just played with how much blue I put in, how much white I put in, what have you. But I cooled it down, so that means obviously more blue. This area is yellow ochre, alizarin crimson, hints of ultramarine blue. Same thing here, but see how I've gone very red here, and this is more sort of yellow on this little eroding sandy bank here. The path, again, alizarin crimson, yellow ochre, ultramarine blue. A little bit of cobalt blue in the odd stroke, but I've kept it a little warmer and a little bit lighter and a little bit redder where it sits in the light more. And then as it comes closer into the shade, I've gone, as you can see, more towards the ultramarine blue and alizarin crimson, just toned it right down. And then here I've added a little bit of raw umber, a little bit of yellow ochre just to warm it up, but kept it dark. A bit of an old stump, not much left of it, sticking out of the ground there. Raw umber, ultramarine blue, white. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, really. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, so I guess I should shut up and let it speak for itself. So, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, subscribe, please. Again, if you think it's worth your time. Have a good evening, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.